15 years ago today, we all pushed Square to doubt, remembering the detective game LA Noire. Probably one of my favourite games next to the GTA franchise. A game where I really wanted a sequel to than LA Noire. Just one of those games that I fell in love with when I was a kid, when I played the game for the first time. And I've gone back and replayed it as an adult, and it still holds like a special place in my heart. I believe this game was ahead of its time when it originally debuted. Unfortunately, things happened behind the scenes afterwards, and the game didn't get, the franchise it probably deserved. LA Noire, the interactive 1940s PS3 crime caper from Australian studio Team Bondi, is 15 years old today. The classic detective game, eventually published by Rockstar in 2011, but originally announced by Sony as a PS3 exclusive several years earlier, leaned heavily into its groundbreaking at the time facial capture technology, which allowed you to read the faces of its characters. And that's what I mean by ahead of its time. Like, the facial animation was just perfect. For a 2011 game, at that time, you couldn't ask for a better quality looking game. The attention to detail all around, from the facial animations to the clothing to the cars, whatever it is you can remember if you played the game. The detail was just spot on. It was just incredible. I say spot on like I was around back then, but it was just incredible to look at, and you really felt like you were in a 1940s set game, if that makes sense. Shooting at up to 1000 frames per second, the developer was able to capture the nuance of his actors' emotions. This led to unique gameplay mechanic when you could look for tells like facial tics, open up a few lines of interrogation. Although sometimes their facial expressions were too good, and even then I was like, I have no clue what to do. Like, I'm not sure if this guy's guilty, I'm not sure if this guy's innocent, I'm not sure if he's holding back. Like, I don't know what to do here. Like, this guy's facial expressions are just too good. Oh, woman, for example, a woman as well. It was an unique system at the time, and it's not really something we've seen since. While LA Noire's actors did ham up their roles in order to make the game broadly accessible, it was still successful in making you feel like you were a detective. Some of us still quote, LA Noire to this day, especially with Cole Phelps right here. Like, you quote his badge number, at least I do anyway. Me and my nephew sometimes quote each other the badge number of Cole Phelps, just randomly for shit and giggles. Unfortunately, however, the technology never really went any further because developers ultimately decided it was better to record facial capture alongside motion capture. Because of the complicated camera arrays used in LA Noire, actors had to sit perfectly still while delivering their lines to record the advanced facial capture. Motion capture was then shot separately and mashed to the facial performances, making for some unwieldy results. Also, unfortunately, suffered from misaligned expectations. Being published by Rockstar, many expected an advanced open world like GTA San Andreas and GTA 4. But its historical Los Angeles mostly served as a backdrop for the missions. There wasn't much you could do in it, and the game even gave us the option to skip driving sequences if we wanted to. The director, Brandon McNamara, had previously worked on the Getaway games for the PS2, which had seemingly atmospheric sandboxes with limited inactivity. Nailed the noir vibes at the time, no doubt about it. It was one of the better looking games for its time, no matter what console you played on, whether it be the PS3 or the 360. But on the other hand, as it says here, they probably could have done more with the open world to make it more interactive and engaging, and in hindsight it was mostly just set dressing. Protagonist Cole Phelps may not have always acted in line with our expectations, but he was a memorable character, and some of the cases in his detective game were really fun to solve. Finally, this was an ambitious effort that pushed technology forward in a way that inspired new gameplay ideas. And one thing they did get right in our article was that Cole Phelps was very much a memorable character, For good or for bad, you know, he made some questionable decisions. He said some questionable things within the game. But for better or for worse, he was a memorable character. And he was so much fun to play along with and solve these cases with. But I'd love to hear from you guys. Would you want an LA Noire sequel if you had played the previous installment? What would be your ideas for LA Noire 2? Who was your favourite character from LA Noire, the original game? What were your favourite cases that you had to solve in LA Noire? Please write them down below in the comments. And until next time, take care, stay safe, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye for now.